And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? It's your boy back with another video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates. I'm doing it this way to experiment. You know what I mean? So, yeah. As you can see here next to me, you see this guy? Well, he's a teacher, and he's been arrested for exposing himself by relieving inside a classroom instead of just going to the restroom. And I'll read why he couldn't just go to the restroom. As soon as I can find it here. I just left. Here it is. Here it is, man. Anyway, it says, Arizona teacher accused of urinating in a can in front of an elementary school full of students that's inside a classroom. Now, why he couldn't use the restroom, or why didn't he have a bigger cup on hand is beyond me. He had to use a 12-ounce aluminum can, which probably couldn't hold all of his urine. But we gonna get into the story right now. It says the Phoenix Police Department says that the officer reported to Wilson Elementary School on March 18th in response to a call from the school principal about a teacher allegedly exposing himself to students. And we're gonna get to how he chose to expose himself to students. Once officers arrived on the scene, they were informed by Principal Malachi Wojcicki that 3 6th grade students, I know they still have 6th grade in elementary school. I know in California, they stopped having 6th grade in elementary school in the school year of 89 and 90. That's like 35 years ago, but I guess they have 6th grade, still 6th graders in elementary school in other states, K through 6, that is. So anyway, 3 6th grade students had come to his office and reported witnessing their teacher pissing into a can during class the previous day, according to an arrest report filed by officers in Maricopa County Superior Court. And anyway, let's move on. It says, those 3 students then met with police and said that after hearing what sounded like falling water during class, they looked around for the source of the noise and discovered it was coming from the front of the classroom, according to the reports. All 3 students alleged to police that they then watched the 52-year-old Kurt Hinton urinate into a container under his desk, according to all reports. Now, why he had to urinate into a can instead of having a bigger cup on his hand is beyond me. And why didn't he call the office telling them, "Look, I need to use the restroom. Do you have anybody that can watch the kids for me?" Because they usually have somebody on hand to watch the kids for him while he's taking a restroom break. But on this story here, it says he didn't do that, so he had to take matters into his own hands, so to speak. Anyway, the report also notes that all 3 of those students claimed they could see his Johnson, aka genitals, as he urinated into the container. Now, these are 6th grade students, mind you, and these are kids, and these are kids witnessing a man urinating in a can. They could all see it. I bet you there's like 36 of them kids witnessing this. Officers then interviewed a 4th student from the class who claimed this gets better. She too witnessed him urinating into a container at his desk, says the reports. Police visited the classroom where the alleged incident took place and noted that teacher's desk was not enclosed, meaning it would be possible for the students to have witnessed their teacher urinating in class. So that means by the desk not being closed, the desk wasn't big enough to where they can't see him do business, to where they can't see him expose himself. Instead of just like running to the rest, instead of calling the office and running and telling them that they had to take a restroom break. But yeah. After speaking with the students, police questioned Hinton about the incident. The educator allegedly admitted to officers that he had been teaching at Wilson Elementary School on March 17th and did, in fact, urinate into a container while in the classroom, according to reports. Well, we all know that. He allegedly told police that he needed to urinate but couldn't get in contact with another teacher to cover his classroom because he didn't know any other educators at school. You be teaching there for a while. You didn't tell me you didn't know any other teachers that are on hand or any aides for that matter. Anyway, he allegedly went on to tell police that he decided his best option in that moment was to discreetly urinate into a can. Well, you know it ain't discreet when your desk isn't big enough. Like he did during his time in the military. Well, this guy used to serve in the military, so salute to him. But in this situation, this ain't the military. This is a different venue. When he could not move from his location. Hinton noted, however, that he had covered himself with hand and did not believe any of the students in the classroom had been able to see. The arrest report alleges. How you doing, sweet misery? Nice to see you. Well, they thought, I don't know if they thought he was, I don't know if the kids had other ideas of what he's doing with his hand covering his, to relieve himself in a 12-ounce aluminum can, but I'm not going to dispel that. Anyway, police charged Hinton with 4 counts of indecent exposure. 4 counts. Jeez. He later appeared before a judge in Maricopa County Superior Court and was given a $10,000 secured appearance bond, according to court records. Hinton, who is an English language development educator, according to his LinkedIn profile, was placed on administrative leave, according to a statement from a school spokesperson. The statement also noted that the school was cooperating with police and then detailed the bathroom policy for teachers. Wilson Elementary, let me read this copy and paste statement here. Wilson Elementary School prioritized the school district prioritized the safety and supervision of students at all times. While there is no specific policy solely addressing the teacher's restroom use, it is standard practice for teachers to ensure appropriate coverage for their classroom when they need to step away briefly. I'm guessing this guy didn't have any aides in his classroom. That's why he did what he did. But he got caught, and the students ran to the principal. This typically involves coordinating with a neighboring teacher, instructional aide, or a school administrator to ensure students remain supervised. Well, he didn't do that. He didn't just use the phone that he had inside his classroom to call the office to tell them that he needs to use the restroom. He didn't do that, so therefore that's on him. On Monday evening, the school spokesperson said that he had later resigned. Well, not only he resigned, he should be fired. He should lose his job right off the bat. That means no retirement, no pensions, no nothing. I mean, he ruined his career, man. Now the kids are going to be traumatized because they saw this guy genitals out, urinating right in front of them. Right in front of them. He could have just ran real quick to the restroom or something. And then come back and not letting anybody know about nothing. He could have just said, hey, y'all children stay tight. I'll be right back. He should have just did that, but he wasn't thinking at the time. He said he didn't know anybody. He didn't know any other educators that's neighboring him. But again, that's no excuse, sir. I don't know when he's going to be due back in court, but all I know is that he's no longer there. And do you see the other side of his eye? I mean, look at that. You see this right here? Why is his eye like that? But anyway, that's the end of this video. And I'm got more disturbing another story that I'm going to do probably later on today. So y'all be sure to check that out. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.